In this video, we are going to break down exactly why you still haven't met your goals and the 5-step methodology to finally get there. Because you're trying to do everything, right? And that's exactly what's killing you. If you've ever looked at your life and wondered why things still feel so heavy, even though you're doing everything that you're supposed to, I want you to pause here for a moment. If you followed the advice, done the work, showed up, stayed responsible, stayed disciplined, stayed strong, and yet something inside of you feels exhausted, numb, or strangely disconnected, this is for you. Not because you need fixing, but because you have been carrying a story about yourself that has never been true. You are not broken, and you never were. If you're here, it's likely because you've tried. You've tried resting, you've tried pushing through, you've tried being more disciplined, more positive, more motivated. You've tried therapy, you've tried self-care, routines, habits, systems, plans. You've taken responsibility for your life in every way you were told that you should. And yet, even after all of that effort, something still doesn't feel right. Not in a dramatic way, not in a way you can easily explain. Just a quiet heaviness, a dullness, a sense that you're functioning but not really living. Like you're moving through your days on low power mode, doing what needs to be done, but without the vitality or the ease you remember having or thought you were supposed to have by now. And that can be one of the most confusing places to be. Because from the outside, your life might look fine. You might be doing well. You might be capable, confident, even successful. There's no obvious crisis to point to. No clear reason you're allowed to feel this way. So you start turning inward. You start asking yourself, what's wrong with you? This kind of burnout doesn't always look like collapse. Sometimes it looks like competence. It looks like holding everything together while feeling increasingly disconnected from it. It's like doing well on paper, but feeling empty inside. It looks like telling yourself that you should be grateful while quietly wondering why you feel tired of everything. And when you can't name a clear problem, you start to assume that the problem is you. But what if it isn't? What if the reason nothing you've tried has worked isn't because you're not working hard enough, but maybe you're trying to solve the wrong problem? Let's break down what is actually happening and then move into the 5-step methodology solution. When you're under pressure for long enough, your nervous system shifts into protective mode. It's trying to help you, but protection mode wasn't meant to be permanent. It was meant to get you through something difficult and then release. But the problem is most of us never fully release. We push through, we adapt, we keep going, and our bodies stay stuck in that survival mode even when the crisis is over. That's why resting alone doesn't fix it. You're resting in a body that is still bracing for impact. Before we get to the 5 steps, let's explore the common tactics to solving this and why they don't work. Most people try one of 3 things when they realize something is wrong. Some focus entirely on healing, therapy, journaling, meditation, rest, and it helps. But after a while, the relief starts to fade. The anxiety creeps back in. The numbness returns. Because healing without rebuilding leaves you stuck in repair mode. Others try to push forward. New goals, new routines, new versions of themselves. But when the foundation is still shaky, nothing holds. You build momentum and then collapse. Build again, collapse again. The third path is the most common. You rest just enough to feel a little better, and then you jump immediately back into productivity. You go from burnout to self-improvement without pausing in between, and eventually you are right back where you started. All 3 paths are missing the same thing: the space between healing and achieving. The part where you reconnect with what makes you feel alive. Not productive, not optimized, alive. Most people think of joy and play and pleasure as something you earn after you've done enough, a reward for working hard. But it is not a reward, it is a biological need. Your body has systems designed to feel pleasure, to rest in safety, and to recharge with joy. When those systems go offline, and they do in survival mode, there is no amount of discipline or rest that will bring you all the way back online. You'll always feel like something is missing because it is. Burnout is not a personal failure. It's not a character flaw. It's not a lack of motivation or discipline or resilience. Burnout is what happens when a nervous system has been under sustained pressure for too long, without enough safety, rest, and recovery. And that's where the Paradise Path comes in. It is a 5-phase methodology that works with your nervous system, not against it. It takes you from survival to regulation to reconnection to aliveness to sustainability. Not in a way that forces or rushes, but in a way that lets your body know it's safe to feel again. So let me walk you through it. The first phase is ground. This is where your nervous system gets to exhale, where survival mode starts to loosen its grip. You're not pushing here, you're not fixing, you're just allowing your nervous system to feel safe. This happens through simple practices, breath work, grounding exercises, anything that signals to your body, we are okay now. This isn't about clearing your schedule and going on a retreat. It's about teaching your system that it doesn't have to be on high alert anymore. And without this foundation, nothing else will work. You cannot reconnect joy if your body is still convinced it is under threat. Once you're grounded, the second phase is feel. This is where you start to pay attention to what your body has been telling you. Most of us spend so long ignoring our emotions, numbing them, pushing past them that we stop hearing the signals. But your body is always communicating. Tension, fatigue, restlessness, emptiness, they are not random. They mean something. In this phase, you will learn to listen without judgment, to sit with what comes up without needing to fix it immediately. This is the step that most people skip and why burnout keeps repeating. If you can't feel what's happening inside, you can't respond to it. You just keep reacting to the surface while the real issues stay buried. The third phase is glow, and this is where aliveness starts to come back, where you reconnect to pleasure, joy, and play, not as a luxury, but as fuel. For a lot of people, this feels uncomfortable at first, like you don't deserve it yet, or that it's frivolous or selfish. But here is the truth. Your body needs joy to fully function. Pleasure isn't the reward after healing, it is part of the healing. It signals to your nervous system that life is not just about surviving, that there's warmth and connection and lightness available to you. And this looks different for everybody. For some, it's movement. For others, it's connection or music or nature or laughter. The point isn't what it is. The point is that you let yourself have it without guilt. Once you're grounded and feeling and reconnected to joy, the fourth phase is create. This is where you feel inspired again, where your mind has something to engage with. Creativity doesn't mean you have to be making art, although that can absolutely be a part of it. It means you're solving problems, exploring ideas, you're building something that brings you fulfillment. Your brain needs this. It needs a challenge that isn't just survival. Because without it, anxiety has nowhere to go. Boredom sets in and old patterns creep back. But when you give your mind something meaningful to work on, everything shifts. You're not just managing your emotions anymore, you are channeling them. That is when you start to feel powerful again. And the final phase is rise. And this is where everything integrates, where you take what you've learned about yourself and build a life that actually fits. Not the life you thought you should have, but the one that feels right. In this phase, you make decisions from clarity, not desperation. You build systems that support you instead of draining you. You step into the version of yourself that is shaped by regulation and aliveness, not burnout. This isn't about reinventing yourself or starting over. It's about becoming who you've always been underneath the exhaustion. That is the Paradise Path. Ground, feel, glow, create, and rise. It's not a quick fix, and it's not a hack. It is a process that works with your body and not against it. And it starts today. In the next video, I'm going to walk you through a short guided practice to begin the healing process. It's simple, it's gentle, and it'll start telling your nervous system that it is safe. This is how you begin. You are not broken. You are disconnected from aliveness, from joy, from play, from pleasure, from creativity. These are not indulgences. These are biological necessities. Your nervous system regulates through sensation and connection and expression. Without those inputs, no amount of rest or productivity will ever create a lasting change. Pleasure is not a reward you earn after you've suffered enough. Joy is not a distraction from real life, and play is not childish. They are how the body learns that life is safe again. Without them, the body will always stay in survival mode no matter how much you heal or optimize. This is where everything begins to shift. Because the solution is not fixing yourself. It is restoring what was lost in the order that your body actually needs. If you are ready, please subscribe so you don't miss a thing. Each month, we are going to be diving into each step in depth and sharing different practices that you can do today. This is your first step back to yourself, and it begins with knowing the truth. You were never broken. This is your return to paradise.